The magic of picture books. Themes and categories of inclusive and diverse picture books for library story time. Oh, hi there. I was just reading a book. My name is Maude Muto, and I'm a native New Yorker. I am a certified nursery through 6th grade elementary teacher and also a reading specialist. For the past few years, I've been working as a librarian trainee in the adult reference and children's departments at the East Hampton Library on Long Island. Today I will be sharing a Canva presentation with you on the use of inclusive and diverse picture books for read-alouds. This professional development session aims to inform and educate how to provide storytime read-aloud picture books to children on the various themes and categories of inclusive and diverse literature. Evidence-based practices will be discussed. Participants will receive a handout, including resources, at the close of the presentation. You will learn how to identify and locate picture books that are diverse and inclusive in content. In addition, I will explain several techniques for reading aloud to engage listeners and allow for their interactions. Hopefully, these strategies will increase your confidence in reading stories aloud. Why should read-alouds of picture books include diverse people? Educator and author Rudine Sims Bishop encourages publication, distribution, and readership of diverse books because, as she says, we need books in which children can find themselves and see reflections of themselves. Bishop coined the terminology that books need to provide readers with the point of view of windows, mirrors, and sliding glass doors. A reader may prefer a book written as a glimpse into someone else's life, a window, a reflection of something they have experienced, a mirror, or to feel part of the narrative by becoming immersed in it, sliding glass door. Bishop emphasizes the importance of access to diverse literature because children who always find their own mirrors in books need to be exposed to other cultures, nationalities, sexual orientations, races, and ethnicities. Otherwise, as Bishop says, those children can get an exaggerated sense of their own self-worth and a false sense of what the world is like, and they may also leave them uneducated about people unlike themselves. Although not entirely exhaustive, here is a list of inclusive themes and categories: race and ethnicity, LGBTQIA+, differently abled, neurodiverse, refugee and immigration, mental health, social justice, religion, and culture. According to the Cooperative Children's Book Center, 2023 statistics on the number of books with diverse characters shows some progress since prior years. As shown in this graphic representation, approximately 65% of books include diverse subjects, leaving 35% dedicated to Caucasian characters. Now we're going to talk about collection development and where to find books. Why is it important to add books on specific topics or themes? According to Melanie Koss, librarians should critically examine the range of diversity represented in the books, authors, and illustrators they choose to include in their collection. You know, it's not always about the content or topic of the book. Is the author or illustrator someone with a diverse background? As Urbani et al. State, books should be purposely chosen that are authentic, award-winning, of high quality, supportive of the user group at each library, and inclusive of multiple cultures and values. The publisher Barefoot Books includes a wealth of resources on their website. Of specific importance to this topic is their tips for selecting diverse and inclusive books. You will find a link to it in the handout. Next, I will discuss where to find books for your library's collection. No need to take notes here, as I will include these websites in the handout. Besides for sites such as We Need Diverse Books and the ALA Inclusive Book List, there is also software that can assist with locating books. Software developed by Mackin provides a free account where one can search for books by the following fields: keywords, genre, subject, grade, language, classification, and awards. Book awards are plentiful and dedicated to different focuses. Some of these include the Stonewall Book Award that celebrates LGBTQIA+ books, the Sidney Taylor Book Award, presented for outstanding children's Jewish literature, and the Pura Belpre Award for Latino writers and illustrators. Here we will look at tips for reading books aloud. A reading teacher article by Valaton et al. suggests 10 read-aloud tips as indicated in this slide. Be considerate of which book a child hands to you to read. It can be a window into what topics they like. Demonstrate the conventions of a book, left to right reading as you point to the words, and show them both the front and back covers. Change your voice for different characters, and make faces, gestures, and sounds that match the text. To engage listeners, ask questions related to the story by saying things like, "This reminds me of," "I wonder if," or "How does that make you feel?" Jim Trelease's Read Aloud Handbook is an essential resource that you should consider purchasing. I've used it many times. Now on to the fun stuff. A few examples of outstanding diverse and inclusive picture books. Here are a few titles about neurodiversity and refugees and immigration. And here are some picture books on the topics of LGBTQIA+ and race and ethnicity. One final thought. Books on diversity should always be available and integrated into read-alouds throughout the year. If these books are only presented during Heritage Months, there is a bigger emphasis on the character and their differences, rather than on their similarities with other people. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and be sure to grab a handout. If you have any questions or feedback, you can reach me at this address.